Welcome to the Den, the Dark Entertainment Network. I am the Gothic Rose, and this is a channel where the news meets conspiracy theories. It makes babies in my brain, and it comes out my mouth. If this is your type of content, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, and hit that bell, because I am not going to stop. Hello, dear fiends of the den. I am back from staycation with some set changes that you will see more and more as we go on. And if you look in my shorts today, you will find everything about this chair. And yesterday, it being delivered, I am sitting, lounging, podcasting the way I want to. And today, we are talking true crime because I have gotten some comments about the Gabby Petito case, and a lot of people believe that Brian Laundrie is still alive. So let's dive in. I've just been getting so many comments on TikTok and here on YouTube about many people who believe Brian Laundrie is still alive. So, going over here to the community, I have from Rachel McKellar dash R7B, and this was just 24 hours ago on August 18th, 2025. She writes, Brian Laundrie is alive because his mother helped him to hide. Now, a lot of people think this because on his Instagram, after he was supposedly gone, there was like a 1 second story of a boat and it looked like there was milk in it. It was very, very odd. And then there was, of course, that flower bed video that we saw on YouTube. Go and search that up because it also looked like that could have been him and his parents were helping him to hide. I've just been 2 weeks ago, I received this comment on my episode, Brian Laundrie, Dead or Alive. And this is where I talked about what Dog the Bounty Hunter was saying about maybe these not really being Brian's remains, but that of someone who had died much earlier in the region. And he had said something about maybe it being the bones of a Native American. Now, that would make a lot of sense. So I got this comment from watcher LC8919 K5V 2 weeks ago. And they state, I was one of their first few subscribers. And sadly, I witnessed all of this unfold. What really became odd was how fast the parents found Brian's stuff, and then really no footage or closure onto how the skull and tooth was traced to be Brian's. Deep within, they got or dug up someone's head. Brian broke off his teeth. The flood swamp was the perfect storm for him to walk in and dump it. We just never got enough data on what they really found. My guess is that they just needed to put a closure onto this and use the teeth to trace it to him, but not the skull. Anyways, these are my thoughts. Just really sad to see all of this unfold as I was one of the very first subscribers to them. That is really interesting because this person witnessed a lot of what unfolded behind the scenes. Now, if you've seen the documentaries, any of them on Netflix, any of the stories, it seems like Brian had complete control over Gabby and just made her completely doubt herself. And then he did this heinous act and possibly got away with it, because we do know that there is that Instagram story that was in for about a second or so, and it looked like a boat and maybe like a gallon of milk or something. It was so very strange, but many people still believe that he is out there, and so does Dog the Bounty Hunter. And at first I was like, no, I think he's gone, but now I'm starting to question myself again because of your comments. So I'm honestly just at an absolute loss with whether Brian Laundrie actually committed the act of suicide after he murdered his girlfriend, Gabby Petito, on their road trip, or if his parents helped him escape. And I know so many of you out there believe that his parents helped him escape. So if you have any more clues, please let me know. And thank you for joining me in the den. If you've got something to say, send me an email at welcometothedenpodcast@gmail.com.